I was born in Mexico. My father was a farmer. My mother used to weave baskets so that we could have at least 2 meals per day. We were very poor, and me and my siblings had the misfortune of being born in extreme weather. My oldest brother was born on the cold day of the winter. My elder sister in the spring deluge. And I was born in the thick of summer. And despite the fact that the 80s had brought advances in the standard of living for the world's citizens, it seemed to have forgotten us. In our tiny two-bedroom cabin. So when my father heard about the H-1B visa program for my uncle, he eagerly signed up. Every spring he would go to work as a laborer on the pepper and tobacco farm in Texas. The work was hard, but the pay was good, and he was always home in time for Christmas, so he didn't complain. He was saying, Mary said we could emigrate to the United States. And so he worked from 1988 till 1991, saving what he could. He made sure that a penny was wasted. On the long winter bus ride from the farm to Mexico, he would sleep so that the hunger pangs would not bother him. He doesn't usually talk about much about his days as a migrant worker, but he did tell us that one day in the winter night he could not sleep. The busman made a rest stop near a small taco stand. The tacos smelled wonderful. They were on the bus in a long line toward the taco stand, eager and salivating. The man behind the small counter was very friendly. Except, but there's something that was a little off about him. The steaming spiced meat and the fresh, piping hot flour tortillas, like a machine, taking my money in one hand and serving up a big loaded plate with the other. Tacos de venado. His voice rang out. Apparently he was selling venison tacos or deer meat. Compren su delicioso taquito de venado. Put it well. My father debated whether or not he could risk spending $2 as hard-earned money. Fortunately, my father was quite impatient and detests long lines, so went back to the bus and quickly fell asleep. Next winter, the bus again made a rest stop at the man's taco stand. Again, the passengers formed a very long line of other people. They were addicted, they said. They were eagerly waited in patiently to return to a small, dingy taco stand. And father, of course, stayed on a small bus. He was used to the feeling of hunger. He lived it throughout his childhood. He would surely survive until again he slept, dreaming of a big bowl of my mother's chicken soup, a side of hot corn tortillas. He was going to flip by then. The next spring he left again. It wasn't a very good year. The weather was horrible, and so the crop yield was low. The farmer had no choice but to let the workers go home a month early. My father said that the fellow workers were a buzz of excitement. They'd have to eat their tacos in the cold this year. The men eagerly counted the number of miles, their excitement mounting as they drew closer to the rest stop. 3 more miles, 2 more miles, 1 more mile. They finally reached the spot where the man had his taco stand. But then nothing. There was no sign of the stand, where the man with his big steel bottle delicious sweet deer meat. Just an old woman selling papier-mâché frogs and piñatas. The workers demanded to know what happened to the man with the deer tacos. Did he move to another location? Did he open up a restaurant? What happened? What? The old woman raised her head, and the man fell silent. He was arrested just 2 months ago. A lot of local farmers and various other men started to go missing in his village. And the police were completely dumbfounded. A small rumor was going around that the local butcher or the taco man, as you know him, could be involved. The police had no other leads and decided to follow up on that. But they could be on. So what are your tacos? Does he go to jail? Where are you selling them again? The old man chuckled and said, I only live with self for a long time, boys. You see, it was very well liked in this village. But none of us a nickname they used to refer to as enemies.